Okay, this is Flo from Past Life Therapy and Healing. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel, my Insta account, and my Facebook page. I want to talk about the portal coming this Sunday. It's the portal 333, 3rd of March, and then 2019. Which is 2 plus 1 plus 9 gives you 12, and then if you break 12 down, it will give you 2 plus 1, 3. So that's why. Okay, so I would love to talk about the messages that I've been channeling the last few days and the last few months in regards of this portal. So firstly, it's important to say that we've been getting ready for this since pretty much when we did the last Magical Portals workshop back in 2017, December 2017. I was already talking about this portal coming this Sunday. So all the process since 2017, December 2017 to March, 3rd of March 2019 was a process for us to expand our awareness, to understand the meaning of why we are here. Okay, so explaining this more simple, what happened? The last few days I felt, not the last few days, actually the last few months, I was like, what's next in my life? I was having doubts about what I'm doing because I feel good with myself, but sometimes feels like not really fitting in society, in planet Earth. And I'm pretty sure you guys may feel the same in different ways, saving the distance, but you tell me, you can comment this video or write me Facebook messages to share this if you feel the same. What I exactly feel is that I've been getting ready for what I'm doing right now for the last 9 years that I'm working as a past life therapist. 9, so long for me. And but I've been getting ready for this my whole life. I've been studying since always, since I was a kid, actually, by reading books, and I was doing short courses when I was in high school. So long story short, I came to this moment in my life when I see many healers and I see many people doing Reiki, past life regressions, and these people, they just started maybe 3 years or 2 years ago. Things have changed. It took me about 4 years to do my Reiki master, and people now is doing the Reiki master in only 3 days, maybe a weekend, for becoming a master of Reiki, which is okay. I'm just giving you the context. And then I felt like, it took me 40 years. I felt like I needed 40 years for being ready for teaching other people how to do Reiki, how to become healers. I was even today seeing an advertising from a shop nearby the radio, and it said that to become a healer you can do two workshops of 3 hours each. You do it in a term of 2 weeks, and then you become a healer, energy healer. So what I felt is like there are so many healers. I'm no longer needed. It's no point for me to keep working as a healer after studying for several years. But the same happened to me when it came to a different dimension, not only energy, but I was studying last year digital cinema because I want to make movies. And again, I went to uni to make advertising videos, communications, and I did uni took me longer than normal. Instead of the 5 years, I did it in 7. But still, people here were only studying 3 years, not even studying, just practicing how to use machines, not reading books, not, what I mean, like not doing research, and they are already capable to make this kind of communications. So I start, feeling like, things are changing. Things are definitely changing. I know you know it already. You don't need me to tell you that things are changing, but I wonder if you feel similar. I'll tell you another example. Or even in the same example, I found my teacher that she will have no idea about semiotic or linguistics. She knew small things, or how things should be done, and that's it. And that's the way people is getting prepared nowadays. So it also made me feel like, why I put myself in that position of reading, knowing what Barthes will think about it. Why I invited to myself to read the School of Frankfurt or to read Plato. So yeah, why understanding philosophy, anthropology. So yeah, again, I went to the doctor, another example, and I did, I went because I have symptoms, and I asked the doctor if she could send me to do here in Australia, by the way, I'm in Australia, yes, this is happening in Australia, not Argentina. But Australia is the first world, or is considered the first world, like United States. So Australia is an example for the world, okay? So that's why I'm giving these examples. Argentina works different, but yeah. And the doctor asked me, what are your symptoms? I told her. She went to Google. No Google, but they have like a Google for doctors in Australia. So she was typing in the computer, and she came back to me and said, "Look, where are you from?" I was like, "Argentina." "Where's that?" "South America." "Oh, okay." "Yeah, no, you are not celiac. Celiac is for white people." And I thought, oh yeah, no, I'm not white. Okay. I was like, but most of my friends in Argentina, they are celiac. And then she was like, no, that's not possible. Probably there's something wrong in the way they were diagnosticated. I was like, okay. She's the doctor. I'm the patient. So what I'm trying to tell you is, I didn't study to become a doctor. But I wonder what a doctor will think about this. I'm not blaming the doctor, okay? I'm just showing you how the world of nowadays works. People is learning faster, yes. They become doctors in shorter period of time, we become healers. We become specialists in filmmaking in a short amount of time. Yes, without reading, without knowing, without trying to understand the symptoms in the case of a doctor. But a person who's been studying and doing research for 20 years maybe will feel weird when a doctor just went to uni beside everything that she studied, specifically to learn how to use the software that probably was made by doctors, but it's a software probably based in statistics. And so what I'm trying to tell you is, do you feel like you fit in this world, or you also feel like all your efforts now they don't worth it anymore? Do you worth? So coming back to the topic, but I'm still in the topic because this is the context. So what's happening on Sunday? This is happening on Sunday. This new world is asking you to fit in, and you may feel you don't fit in. Maybe you are a musician, but Justin Bieber is the famous one, which is amazing singer. But I'm trying to say, maybe you learn music and you play several instruments, and you're like, maybe I don't look like Justin Bieber. That was a mistake. Maybe I should change my haircut instead of learning how to play another instrument. So this is the world right now, and the question is, why we are here for? So this question is painful because makes you feel frustrated, and probably you felt frustrated the last couple of years, because when we are passionate about what we do, we want to more know, we want to keep growing, researching. I'm passionate about past lives. That's why I spent 4 years learning Reiki. But not only Reiki, learning how the chakra system works, experiencing in my own body those changes took me time. It's no way for learning how it feels in my own body in only 3 days. I could learn the technique, yes, in 3 days. I could read 3 books in 3 days. But then we need time for experiencing things. And then again the question, when I go out to the market, I'm competing with the girl who did Reiki in 3 days, maybe last week. And then it's my job to convince my clients and tell them, oh, but I've been learning and then, Okay, I tell you the answer, what my guide said. The answer is no. We are not here for convincing clients. We are not here for convincing patients and tell them, no, don't go to this hospital because the doctors they are Googling, symptoms, and they will tell you what you have according to what the system says. But I've been working with, no, this is not our job. This is not your job. So what is your job? Again, the portal. This Sunday, we will be downloading tons of light. We need to be aligned for absorbing these codes. These codes will impact directly in our DNA. In our DNA, there are printed all the memories from not only our ancestors, but also our past lives. The things we learned in the past. And we are here to remember. And yes, there are things that need only to be remembered, but we need to go through many experiences to really know how to use the knowledge in those memories. Makes sense? I'll give you a short example. Let's say that since I was a children, I knew we have past lives. I knew we can remember past lives. I actually used to play with my cousins and my brother, and I used to do hypnosis to them without learning. Yeah? Perfect. Yeah, everything was in my DNA. And I had access to that memories. But what happened? I didn't go there and say, okay, I know how to do it. Come be my patient. Actually, I did, but just, with friends. I was like, let's try. And then I tried for first time, for second time, and things happened. I was opening portals in my house. Then I have to deal with those portals. I was dealing with dead people. They were talking to me. I was dealing with traumatic past lives. Then I thought, oh my gosh, this is not a play, a game for children. I need to know what to do. And then that was the reason why I decided to go and study. And I tell you what, when I studied everything that the teacher said, I knew it. But you know what? It's not about knowing or not knowing. It's about allowing you to put all that information in order. Give it an structure. Then, from that structure, you know exactly what to do and when to do things. I'll give you another example. Let's say that you come from an Italian family and you know how to cook pasta. But then when you go to cook the pasta, because you never read a recipe, then it doesn't taste like your grandma's. It doesn't taste like your nana or your nono. Tastes different. So maybe you need to take a class or read how to do it properly and practice. Then when you practice, it comes easily to you and you know exactly, after trying, after smelling, you know exactly what to do. But it will take you time. So you need to be patient with yourself and humble. Humble. Yes. That word sucks. I know. No one wants to be humble. Everybody wants to know everything. I was studying last year and yeah, the teachers were, I know everything. And I felt weird because no one can know everything. Come on, there are always things we need to keep learning. When we are humble, we are more intelligent because we give ourselves the chance for making mistakes and learning from those mistakes. Otherwise, we stay always in the same place. There is no growth. Okay, coming back to what happening on Sunday. We are downloading tons of energy. That energy will need an structure. That structure will tell you how to fit in this world after 2020. But the first step before downloading those tons of lights, activating the memories in your DNA, is to surrender. Yeah, surrender, like I told you before. This morning, I took the decision. I'm not working anymore as a healer. There's no point. There are so many healers here. And it will be a waste of time. All the information that I learned and I studied and I have processed in my mind. If I only work as a normal healer like people who just learned yesterday how to do Reiki, it means I should be doing something more, right? Otherwise, I would be wasting the last 10 years of my life. And the world is in need of new instructors. So I give you again the example of the doctor coming back to the lady, looking in the software and saying, what are the symptoms? Oh, no, you are not white, you are brown, so not possible. Yeah. So, and it's funny because one of my friends, that she's a celiac in Argentina, she's even more brown than me, because we love sun in Argentina, so we spend several hours under the sun. So yeah, we like to be tan the whole year. It's a different fashion than in Australia or India or other countries where to be white is like better, better status. No, it's not like that where I come from. In Argentina, if you are tan in winter, that's better. That means you spend a lot of time in the beach. If you are white, pale means that you spend so much time in the office or in, somewhere working. So yeah, that's the thing. But anyhow, coming back to the topic. If you are that doctor listening to this and you're like, oh my gosh, I know more than the software. I did research. I have several years of experience. And I'm passionate about humans. And I believe that is not all said yet. There are so many things the science is yet to discover. So, where that doctor fit? Where is not to be retired, but we need to create an instructor where that doctor who knows heaps about any topic that he's passionate about will be able to train these new doctors who still need the software because they cannot think by themselves and analyze the symptoms by themselves because they need this extra help from the computers. This is the new world. It still feels like early and you're like, no way. This is not happening because young people is ruling the world now, and businesses want young people, and especially if they don't know much and they rely on the computers help. So yeah, that's capitalism. That's something that happened in the last century, big times, true. But I promise you, this is changing, and this is what will be happening after 2020. A totally new world. But if you feel like you are not fitting and you're trying extra efforts for fit, just pay attention, because maybe you are missing the point, and you should be. Firstly, like I said always in the last meditations, to be authentic. We need to be authentic, love ourselves, accept who we are, and not trying to transform ourselves in what the market needs. So instead of that, think what I'm here for. What I am here for. I need to create a space for me to be able to share all my knowledge from a different position, to avoid competing with other humans, because this is not for competition. And that was my feeling about this. Like, I don't want to compete with the hypnotherapists who are doing past lives. And I'm not telling my clients I am specialized and they are not. No, this is not me. This is not how I work. So I should be here for something more. Maybe training past life therapists, sharing my knowledge, writing books, having a TV show or making movies for awakening the consciousness, for expanding the consciousness. So yeah, that's my personal goals. But I am inviting you to think, why are you here for? What do you have for sharing? What is the next step in your career? Because you need to have this a little bit clear before the portal. So all the information you download this Sunday, that will take another 6 months for fitting in place into your system, have a direction, have a GPS, and you are in charge of setting the GPS. Talking a bit more complex, we are downloading. We will be downloading diamantine or diamond light. I'm not really sure the translation. There are codes, and they will be entering through our crown chakra. Remember that I told you that you need to know why you're here for? Okay, that's only awareness. What we do, we have the awareness, then we have these goes entering into our body. What we do, we need to have aligned our chakras as much as we can. I know it's difficult to be in balance, but try to work on it. Ask for help, join meditations, meditate at home, do workshops, get a chakra balance session or Reiki or 5D healing, anything that will help you. The eclipses, the last year and this one, were helping you to find the dark side into your own energy field for bringing light there and aligning your chakras. But that's a different chapter. Now, align. Then the light is entering through here. It goes all the way down. My throat chakra needs to be connected to my heart. Remember when I told you to be passionate about what we do? Yeah, loving what we do. Besides what your teacher thinks about it. Besides what the market thinks about it. Without, besides what the human resources thinks about it. Yeah, because they may read your resume, like happened to me sometimes, like, why you study so much? You know, you should just know how to use the Facebook tools, and that's it. You don't need to go to uni for. Yeah, okay, that's what you think, okay? But if you're passionate about something, who cares, okay? So, it's so important. Have something that you love is so important. That makes it different. The difference between successful people to people who is always trying to fit. Again, connecting to your heart chakra. From here is coming out all the love you have, unlimited love for nourishing everything you do, since from cooking pasta to creating a new science for explaining things happening or discovering new natural ways for, I don't know, finding the cure for cancer. I don't know. Perfect. Here. Throat chakra. Why? We create through my throat chakra. I speak my love. I create. Sexual chakra or sacred chakra. That's why I'm doing the workshops for sacred sexuality. All the capacity for creation comes from your sexual chakra. So you need it most than ever for bringing your Kundalini and creating. Yes, this is the way. So I'm downloading light and it comes out again, creating a new reality from higher dimensions, changing the third dimension. Makes sense? This is what's happening on Sunday. Again, symptoms of ascension. Feeling frustrated. Yes, normal. Because now you are realizing that you are here to do something even better or different. And that makes you feel a bit frustrated. Sadness. Yes, because when we bring light to those dark spots in our energy field, that sadness, those traumas coming from a childhood or past life need to come out to surface, need to be transmuted. But in that process, I may metabolize the energies, and I may cry, I may cough, I may vomit or go too much to the toilet. Yes, because we are in a cleanse process. Maybe we also get angry, or we get like too sensitive and we are like too connected to everything. Yeah, those are the symptoms, and those symptoms been accompanying us since a few years ago actually, but last year got more intense. And I hope you're doing well and trying to not interfere with other people's processes in your own process. So as long with our anger, with our sadness, or with our inner feelings, we are not affecting other people, allow yourself to take time for yourself. And if we are annoying, if we are hurting, yes, that happened to me big times. It's always good to talk and try to explain to the other person. I know it's difficult because it's difficult to be humble enough to tell someone, yeah, I made a mistake. Or I haven't made a mistake. I did something that hurt you. But that's how I felt. That was my process. I needed to go through that path and discover myself and see what's going on. So, yeah, again, those conversations are difficult, but I promise you are very healthy. And what else? So yeah, that's pretty much. It's already 32 minutes of video, and I hope you're still there watching. So I think I gave you so many examples, and if you feel like you love something, for example, like I started this conversation, you love anthropology, but then you see people who they believe that studying is a waste of time and they don't need to know the origin of the human, and then you feel like, oh, I cannot find a job because anthropologists are no longer needed in the market. And breathe in, try to focus, try to center and think, yeah, but I love this, and I will create from the higher dimensions. I will create new paradigms where I will fit, because if I have something to share with the world, the message needs to get across and be delivered. And if you love something and you love to do something, that's because someone is needing that. And maybe it's not only one people, maybe it's a whole community. Yes. And I promise you that when we are aligned and connected, we will create on the 3D the base for sharing that we have, and being successful and feeling fulfilled through that experiences. That's the meaning of our life, to be fulfilled and feel that we are here for a higher meaning and not only for fitting in. yes, in others' expectations. That at the end of the day, we are not really sure if they are that expectations that they have. They may say, I need these people. I don't need someone who studied or went to uni or traveled the world. And then they will realize, I don't need a doctor who, yeah, they say it now. Just give it time. Things will change big times. So having said all that things, I think I will finish the video. But before finishing the video, I want to invite you to join my my workshops of sacred sexuality, chakra balance. If you are here in Perth, the workshops for sacred sexuality are on in the 14th of March in English and 21 of March in Spanish in Fremantle. And if you are interested in doing chakra balance, it will be on 16th of March in the yoga room in Scarborough. And this chakra balance is not like you will see around here. This is more for really understanding what a chakra is. It's not just a wheel of energy, and that is related to 3 things, like you will Google it, and no, it's much more than that. In our chakras is stored a lot of information, even past life traumas. There are so many things to learn about the chakras, so I highly recommend you to do this course if you want to do a deep job, a deep cleanse, and a deep balance, a deep healing. And if you are a healer, I also recommend you this workshop because you will understand many things that normally in the 1-day Reiki course or 2 or 3 days Reiki course, teachers they don't have the time for teaching you. So having said that, I will also invite you for the retreat that I am organizing in Basildon. There is other video dedicated to that. Just look into the videos. I uploaded this the other day, but this is also a beautiful journey of self-discovery and to do past life regression, womb regression, astral birth report. So there are so many things, so many tools for you to make things even more clear for you and understand what's the next step in your life. That's how I want to help you from my knowledge and experience. And I'm organizing also a beautiful trip to Argentina to meet my beautiful country and get to know places that are not that touristic, but that are very special for expanding your consciousness and connecting to higher dimensions. So, but I will tell you more about that in other videos after the portal. Okay, I sent you a big hug. I will record the meditation for you to do this Sunday. And thank you again for watching. If you like this video, please help me with your thumb up so it reaches more people and they can also get benefits of listening to this information. And if you want to leave a comment with questions, that's very welcome, yes, or comments. Thank you so much and see you next time. Mwah.